Quiero un mochote. Sufjan woke up when it was still dark out. With the hangover pounding in his head, he realized he was in an unfamiliar bed. Slowly, he remembered the events of the night before. Oh God, he lamented. How many times is this going to happen? It seems like I've been stuck in a fanfiction series at this point. The night before had been the opening night of the Ambient Pop Music Festival. Sufjan wasn't sure why he was invited. It seemed like the organizers were just a bunch of queer 20-somethings with nothing better to do. However, the payday they offered him was so generous he couldn't refuse. So he packed up a few box sets of convocations and headed to his flight. When he got there, the vibes seemed off. He was by far the biggest artist there, and the audience milled around like they had mostly interacted with others on the computer. Sufjan thought the night was over, but before he could leave, the MC jumped on stage and shouted, "Thank you for coming, everyone! But before we leave, a special surprise! Arca is here to premiere her latest record, Kick 5. Sufjan looked up from the box he was packing. He and Arca locked eyes. She smirked at him. He walked over as she set up the turntable, and for the next 40 minutes, as the ambient noise played, they whispered seductions in each other's ears. As the night wound down, Sufjan and Arca left hand in hand. Sufjan overheard one organizer whisper into a walkie-talkie, "It's done. The mistress has secured the twink." He quickly yelled back, "I'm not a twink. I'm really more of an otter," before he was pulled out the door. Back in the present, Arca began to stir. "Te amo, mi machote," she mumbled as she wrapped her arms around him. Sufjan knew this relationship was a setup, but he didn't care. He decided to fall deeper back into the experimental diva's embrace.